This is Steph Palermo. It's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers, empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over. Your H3, your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The bat phone is connected, so give me a buzz today and chat with us. We'll give you all kinds of advice, right? It's 404-355-8699. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you. So stay tuned. We have a great show today. We have a lot of fun. We have the Just Steph rules of dating, and as always, living Atlanta. Today in the studio, I have my friend Sue Collins. Hi, Sue.
Good morning, Steph.
Yay.
Oh, applause. I like it. I like it. Bring it on in.
I know. Sue is the editor of Buckhaven and Perimeter North magazine, and you have a new one up at Alpharetta.
We do. We launched Buckhaven Lifestyle 4 years ago. We publish every single month, bringing stories about good people doing good things in the community.
Yay.
We launched Perimeter North, Sandy Springs, and Dunwoody. That's been publishing 3 years, again, every month. And we just launched Alpharetta Lifestyle in a beautiful community that I'm just getting to know. And
it's really nice up there.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
And I know there's a lot of cute guys. I know that you're married, but there's a lot. But there really are a lot of single men up there. I'm just saying.
Good looking and nice people.
They are nice.
Genuinely nice. I was a little bit nervous because I said I didn't know anyone up there, but the people are so generous with their time. And I found that about everybody here in Atlanta, that everyone has a passion, a philanthropy, and that makes my job easier because I get to tell those stories.
Great. So what did you do this weekend? Anything fun?
Well, we celebrated Easter. I'm a member and, in fact, a new deacon at Virginia Highland Church down in Virginia Highland, and that is a United Church of Christ church. We have a little nod to the Baptist with our Alliance of Baptists, and we are full of diverse congregants. It is so much fun. Gay guys, gay girls, straight girls, families, black, white, Asian, rich, poor, homeless, educated, new to Atlanta. It's a really beautiful congregation.
I love it.
It's a lot of fun, and I always walk away with a new friend and something new in my heart to take out into the world.
I know. Don't you feel when you give, you always just when you're in your gift, when you're working in your gifts, you just have that joy and you're lifted.
It's a blessing, and to have our pastor Michael Piazza call me to...
An Italian guy?
Oh, you're going to love him.
Oh,
He's adorable. You got to get him on here. That guy can talk and think. He's one of the smartest men I've ever met.
Nice.
But when he called me to be deacon and brought me up there to the sanctuary and was describing this beautiful person with a big heart, and I realized he was talking about me, I knew that I had heard my calling,
there you go.
and
congratulations.
Thank you so much. So that was a big part of Easter Sunday.
Yay!
And then we just
love it.
relaxed, and kind of my husband's traveling a lot, and I'm traveling out, so sometimes we use our Sundays
to just chill.
The couch.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Well, I'll tell you what. We had a great weekend last weekend. Last Thursday, we raised money for Poland syndrome at Davio's for Living Atlanta Live, and we were able to give about $300 towards the Poland Syndrome Scholarship Fund, adding to their already $500. And you have to understand, Poland syndrome is a rare disease. There's no money. And so whatever little we could do is really a big deal. It's not like the Cancer Society or the Heart Association or breast cancer or Susan B. It's nothing. This is very rare, so there's no money, and there's people walking around with, like me, with Poland syndrome and kids, and so this is going to help them a little bit. So
how do you spell that? And is there a website people can go to for info or to give?
Well, you could. You know what? It's Poland like the country.
Okay.
Because the doctor who discovered it was named Dr. Poland. And so it's very rare disease. And I would just you can Google it, and there's like a genetic homepage, and there's lots of details on that, how rare it is. So we raised a little bit of money for that, and then
congrats.
Yeah, so it was, and we had a lot of fun. We had so much fun. We had lots of great giveaways, and we were so grateful for Billy Allen from the Whiskey Mistress for his giveaway. Davio's gave some gave a gift card and books away. Nice. I had some books. Mark Mayette from Networking Over 40 gave a couple of his books.
Nice.
We had a special thank you to Dr. Ken Anderson of Anderson Hair Sciences, who gave a $2,000 procedure away.
Wow.
And not only that, and sponsored the event.
Very generous.
So, yes, we love Dr. Ken. He's going to be on the show on May 12th. So, and then the rest of the weekend, I basically, I did fam stuff, like cooking for the holiday, because,
Nice.
I'm Sicilian. So I was like, all of a sudden now I'm working, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to bake. So I had to do all my Sicilian baking and all of that. And then Saturday night I headed out to Whiskey Mistress for Billy Allen's birthday party for a little bit, because, I still had to do the Easter Bunny at my house.
Oh, fun.
So, so we did, and then I cooked all day on Easter. My kids all came over, and I had a couple of my friends and
Nice.
my mom and my boyfriend, and we just had a really peaceful, lovely day.
Nice.
So
Now, do you and your mom cook in the kitchen
Yes,
together, bake in
yes,
the kitchen, and you get
yes,
along? And
yes.
Are you measures or not so much measures?
Well, when we're baking is a science. So yes, we measure with the baking, but when we're cooking, especially if I'm doing stovetop savory cooking, I'm a little bit freer with that, unless I'm not sure of what I'm making, but I'm very, because I made like pasta with the vodka sauce and all that stuff. So yeah, I pretty much knew what I was doing.
Yum.
So yeah.
Yum.
But anyway, okay, I want to talk a little bit about friendships, because I think at our age, and I know you have a lot of great friends. I have a lot of great friends, but sometimes there's a little bit of could be a little bit of conflict, and feelings get hurt, and I think with friendships, they should be treated like a delicate flower. I think you should take care of those friendships, because you have. I don't think you should walk on eggshells.
No.
Definitely be yourself. But I think a lot of times we tend to criticize one another, and when we're pointing that finger, I just got this article, and we don't realize when we're pointing that finger, there's three pointing back at us, and a lot of times people accuse you of what they do themselves. So if you're, I think it's very important with your friendships to take care and to have great understanding, and I think a lot of times there's these misunderstandings, and you can have these situations, especially with women. There's a little bit of drama there.
Always.
And I don't really like to talk so much negative, but I think the positive thing to do always is to love, but don't lose yourself.
That's true with any relationship.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Right.
Siblings.
Yeah.
Friendships.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Yeah, and I think if we're continually being mistreated in a relationship with a girlfriend or whatever, a friend, we can always love them and respectfully bow out.
That's a very good point.
And just, and actually step back from the relationship and just say, you know what, I love this person, but I can't have them in my life right now. Because I think we need to fill our world with positive people. Do you think that?
Absolutely. And nurturing those friendships and feeding those friendships. And when you compared friendships to a flower, watering those flowers. And I've found we've lived all around the world. My husband and I met 28 years ago in Marblehead, Massachusetts, on the North Shore of Boston.
There we go.
It all starts in Boston.
That's a fancy place.
It is very fancy. Beautiful homes, beautiful boats. We are both sailmakers.
There you go.
So we were living in Marblehead, and we moved to St. Thomas. Then we moved to Southampton, England, and over to Hong Kong, all with my husband's job. He was a sailmaker. So we were very lucky to pick up friends every place we lived, but we realized what made those friendships special were 10 years later when you watered those friendships, you rekindled those friendships, and you realized how important those friendships are. And even now, with everybody going a million different directions, how important it is to nurture those friendships, reaching out, a text.
Everybody's busier.
Very, very busy, but how special
it
is it to get a text in the morning, hey, good morning, sunshine, thinking of you, let's grab lunch, or hey, how about if I bring a smoothie over to your office at 2 o'clock?
Nice.
Boom.
I love that. I love that. I had Deb Bowman, who she and I are great friends, and she I'm going to her event tonight at the St. Regis.
Nice.
She said to me, "Hey, I got to make some sales calls." This was a couple of weeks ago. Do you want to come with me on Saturday? We can kind of go out 2 by 2. And she and I went and we made sales calls for our respective businesses
What a great
all day
idea.
on a Saturday. We had cocktails at every place and we had little food, but we met the general manager because we're both, she's in entertainment and I'm doing my radio show. And
What
so
a great idea.
it was really, and you know what? We spent a lot of time talking and sort of connecting, and it was really nice.
And I bet you fed each other's conversations.
Well, I looked to her for some advice because she's a musician, and I wanted some advice from her, and she also looked to me for some advice, and she, and we talked about in business advice and marketing and all of that. So it was really kind of nice. It was just and it was reciprocal. That's important in a friendship. When you find that it's an energy sucker, it's time.
Bail.
Move on.
Catch the train out of the station.
That's right. So you know what? I want to talk a little bit about ghosting and some dating tips for the over 40 crowd, and this is the Just Steph rules of dating. Okay, so I grabbed this article from Julie Spira's. Julie Spira is the top expert on cyber dating, on online dating. I had her on my show about a year ago, and with the call-in because she's out in LA.
Good.
And she's just lovely. And she actually posted an article about me and my new romance, which is about 6 months old now. It was called the Cyber Love of the Week or something. It was very cute.
Nice.
I actually wrote the article. So it was very fun because I haven't been writing. So it was.
And we're going to get you writing for the magazine.
I love writing.
You're a good writer.
Because I start
right
crying.
from the heart.
I start crying when I write, and I know it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I laugh and then I cry, so I have this whole sort of bipolar thing going on when I'm writing. But so I pulled this from Julie's her blog this week, and it was about ghosting. Do you know what that is?
I don't. Tell me. And I have a
'Cause you're not-
19-year-old and a 24-year-old daughter.
Okay, I call it going dark, and this is what happens is they just disappear. So whether it could be a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, or even in regular friendships, you text them and they're gone. They never, you've gone on a date with them or you've been talking with them and they just, and they just disappear.
Interesting.
And it's kind of abandoning it to me. To me, it's rude and very immature, especially
and hurtful.
It's very painful.
Very hurtful.
It's very painful. And I find it at this age, if you're over 40 and you're single and you're dating and you can't have the courage to say, hey, you know what, you're a really nice person, I really like you, but it's not going to work out romantically.
Or there's other things going on in my life and I've got to unplug from this friendship for a while.
Yeah, or whatever.
Hello, just give some information,
Right.
please.
So, but it says here in this article that millennials, which I think is what your 19 and 24-year-old,
Yes.
right? They're millennials, because I'm just figuring this out, that
Yes.
we're Generation X.
Yes.
Okay, is that what that is? Okay.
Generation extremely awesome.
Yes. Well, the millennials don't even care if they're ghosted. They just move on because they're so attached to their phones. But, for us, it's sort of like, we're so used to the phone call.
Yes.
From back in the day. Remember when your mother was yelling at you, get off the phone? And now I'm like, stop texting.
That's right.
Talk to me. I'm like, can you make a phone call? I'm like, make a phone. It's so changed that, my kids text me, can my friends come over? I'm like, get it down here. Am I in trouble?
Right, they're upstairs.
You will be. But it's like, millennials I think they have a thicker skin. We worry, that they just move on. That's what it says here. It says 14% wasted no time in getting back in the dating scene by scheduling multiple dates for one night. That's the millennials.
I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
Yeah. So I've gone on 2 dates in a night.
Nice. How'd that work out? How'd you
Not
feel?
good for either one.
No.
Not good. No, I mean, you know what? It was like, you know, I even scheduled the wrong dates, dealt back, it's wrong time. My mother's like, you know why this happened to you? Because you're stupid. So, it's the Italian mother.
Nice. Tell like it is, Mama.
Because she's sitting there with her martini. You're stupid. I said, oh my God, because I was talking to 2 different guys with the same name and mixed it up and scheduled the date for the same time. This was like last year.
Oh.
And I figured it out the day of.
Ah, so you went for it.
No, I told I told him the truth. One of my sons came home early. I said, my son is home early from his dad, and I can't go out.
Okay.
And then I went out with them later. But
Okay.
but they were, it takes you. But the thing is I'll tell you my rule, and I have the Just Steph Rules of Dating. It's called Treat Her Like a Lady. It's a blog that I did on juststeph.com. And no matter what, when I was getting taken out for a date, I would always text after the date was over and say, thank you very much. It was an enjoyable evening.
Good.
Always. It didn't matter if I never wanted to see them again because if they didn't pay for the date, then I probably wouldn't.
Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing. But anyway, but if, usually, they, at this age, they're taking you out, they're paying, and it's usually a nicer place, and a nicer restaurant. And especially when I was really in the dating scene, and I was going out they would say, where would you like to go? And I had this list that just Steph had to go to for my show, for Living Atlanta.
Oh, smart.
So pick
Start
one of
at the
these.
top.
Pick one of these. So you pick. But, it was always nice places. So I always thanked them, always.
Sure.
And, or if I was doing my online dating, if somebody emailed me, I always responded and said, thank you very much. I don't believe we're a match.
So you think that's more of a generational response and a knee-jerk reaction, whereas millennials don't quite have that level of immediate investment?
There are other people in my age group that I know that don't respond.
Sure.
They don't respond. And I just feel like I don't like it done to me. And so I like to treat everybody with dignity and respect.
Smart.
As a human being. They are a human being with feelings and blood pumping through their veins, and they have a heart, and everybody needs to be treated nicely. So until they start acting crazy, and then you cut them off.
And then you ghost them.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to.
Maybe that's why.
Sometimes you have to. So just a couple of little points on dating over 40. So do you have any advice? Because you're married.
Oh, man.
I believe in forever, though.
And people say, how can you stay married? How did you stay married for 28 years? What's your secret? And I think, and a friend of mine told me this, that the reason we've stayed married is that we've never wanted to be divorced at the same time. But of course, he makes me laugh. And he drives me crazy, but he makes me laugh, and he's very thoughtful. And he's getting more thoughtful the older he gets, which is a lot of fun.
I love that.
It's a lot of fun. Boy, I guess I tell my daughters, as far as dating advice, and I don't know if this is so much advice as it is watch the heck out, but I just encourage them not to be doormats with their friendships and especially with their relationships.
Right.
Don't let anyone take from you what's most meaningful. My girlfriend Connie in Michigan said, never let anyone walk through your head with their muddy, muddy feet. And that's what I tell my girls. And one of them sort of spewed that back out to me, telling me about one of her relationships, and that made me feel really good that she was listening.
Right. That I know. I just sent my kids, I have all boys. I sent them, it was a meme that I saw on Facebook, and it's basically said, a young boy asked his mom, how will I find the right woman for me? And she said back to him, don't worry about finding the right woman, become the right man.
Nice.
And all my boys really liked that. They appreciated it. And they all came back to me and said, this is good stuff.
Right. Wow, so, good for them.
Yeah.
And don't you feel your job as a mother, because I have a 16-year-old son, is to make them a good partner, a good husband, a good partner?
I think they have to see it. I think, you can only say so much. So that's my opinion on that. They have to see it, and they have to see the mom standing up to get respect, and also respecting the husband back, and all that stuff has to go on. So
it's tough. It is the toughest job. And, wiping toddlers' butts and cleaning up their puke and making their homemade baby food, all that is laborious. But it gets harder, I think, the older kids get. The older our children get. Mine are 16, 19, and 24. And it just gets more monumental.
Well,
emotionally,
the problems are big.
The problems are bigger. They're more expensive, obviously.
Yes.
Screens
Less gifts, but more expensive.
break on computers, and $1,000 later,
right,
you're solving the problems. But but it also it's more rewarding because you are developing relationships with these little humans, these beautiful, beautiful adults, and whether it's dating or whether it's relationship advice, with any luck, they'll continue to talk to us, right? It sounds like your sons talk to you.
They're not really chit-chatty, but I just, I try and slip a little something in when I know it's right. They're less like me. I'm very communicative, but then again, I've spent a lot of money in therapy and a lot of time.
Pass it on.
A lot of years. But you know what? I feel really good about that because I feel like I can bring that into my current relationships and bring that, nice communication. So, I do. But I think the one thing that I saw here on this list is for a dating tip, and this is very important, and it goes along with taking care of yourself, is focus on fitness. So I think it's not just physical fitness as well. I think it's emotional fitness and eating well, sleeping, taking care of your body, taking care of your heart, taking care of your mind, doing things that are intellectual, reading good books, all of that, and nourishing who you are, and really finding out who you really are, especially if you're coming out of a relationship, a long-term relationship. You need to find out who you are and what you really love and what's really important to you, because a lot of times that can be skewed from what we've experienced.
Sure. What somebody else has made you into as a part of a relationship.
Right.
That's true.
So
that's true. Well, speaking of fitness, my husband just started working out with a personal trainer named Trish Anderson. Her company's called Fit Animal, and she's down in Edgewood area. She's phenomenal. She helped me a lot through some shoulder injuries.
Nice.
I'm a long-time CrossFitter, and she helped me through. But seeing my husband take his life and his fitness seriously has just been the most rewarding change for us in the last 6 months. And I'm so proud of him. And it gives us more to talk about.
Right.
He understands when I'm sore from back squats, and I understand when he's sore from fireman carry.
Right.
We have that in common. And also, I think when you take fitness seriously, it gives you control. It gives you control over your life. Because you start to see results, and you start, of course, to watch what you eat. Because you think, if I eat this piece of cake, that's going to take me a half hour on the rower to even start to get rid of that.
You know what? I just went back to my nutritionist because I put on some weight since my divorce because I've been having a lot of fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, but now I need to get back. I need to bring it back because I just need to lose that weight. So I went back to her. But anyway, okay, this is my last bit of advice. Establish healthy boundaries and respect and honor them. And always talk about it. Take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart, and love always. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Sue Collins and her Atlanta Mags. And I'm going throwback. This one is for the birthday peeps. My cousin Christine Toscano, Richie Love, and Pam Stanford. This is, today's MC Hammer's birthday. That's right. So you can't touch this, baby.
Happy birthday.
Yay. Okay, can't touch this, baby. All right, so we're back, and we're with Sue Collins. I'm so excited because we've known each other for a few years now. Yeah. I went to that first anniversary party.
That's right, when we launched.
When's the next party? Have you not invited me?
Well, we've got a couple parties coming up. We have April 23rd, we are sponsoring the steeplechase up in Rome, Georgia, out in Rome, Georgia, I should say. And that's going to be a ton of fun. I'll make sure you get a ticket of the steeplechase. And that is actually benefiting Bert's Big Adventure.
I saw that. And so, but would you have any anniversary parties coming up?
Well, yes. Well, we have to actually work on a launch party for our Alpharetta magazine. We haven't even had an official launch yet. So our fabulous ad manager, Karen Slovan, is going to be working on that. So we'll be sure to invite you up there.
I would like that.
Yeah, and Steph was in one of our first issues of Buckhaven Lifestyle. Buckhaven is a monthly lifestyle magazine that we mail to 15,000, 16,000 high-income, high-home value residents of Buckhead and Brookhaven. So and then for Perimeter North, the same demographic for Sandy Spring and Dunwoody.
That's exactly this demographic.
Yeah. And I love my readers. We just finished the travel issue, and I asked some of Buckhead's most exclusive hotels, I asked their concierges for crazy stories.
Oh, that's fun.
Of secrets, of requests that their guests have had. And
can you give us one?
Well, none of them are X-rated because our magazine is Christian-based, family magazine. I got to keep it clean.
Yay.
In fact,
we have to anyway here.
we got
in trouble.
I couldn't even print a...
Thank God. This is a good guest, right? Jasmine's like, yay, finally. We have somebody not swearing on the show.
I couldn't even print a picture of my favorite Lululemon panties in our fabulous fitness finds. Yeah, like no panties. So,
all right. Can we say panties? Is that all right?
No pictures allowed. So no X-rated stories.
Okay.
But one story was adorable, and we're keeping all of our concierges anonymous because
of course.
we don't want to reveal their secrets. But one had an adorable story about a couple who checked into the hotel in Buckhead, and the boyfriend pulled the concierge aside and said, "Listen, I'm going to propose."
Oh, I was there.
I'm going to propose, and I don't know how to do it. And so after their conversation, they realized that the woman used to live in Atlanta and it missed Krispy Kreme donuts and missed the orange drink at Varsity.
Oh, this isn't the same
and missed Chick-fil-A, of course, all the things that we Atlantans just take for granted. Yum, yum, yum. So the concierge went out and bought 12 dozen donuts.
Oh my gosh.
Hid the ring in one of the donuts in one of the boxes, brought the orange drink and served it in champagne glasses, and bought Chick-fil-A meals and set it out in white linen tablecloth setting.
Nice.
And luckily she said yes.
Yay.
But another story is that one of the concierge got a call from a panicking woman and said, "We're here for 3 days and we're out of colostomy bags."
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And that's not something that you can buy at the CVS drugstore.
No,
so
you have to go to Tuxedo Pharmacy or whatever.
Well, this very resourceful concierge ended up calling a doctor who ended up actually prescribing and helping her get some of those,
oh my gosh,
important medical
That
material.
was a stinky one.
Yeah, and of course the gentlemen's clubs. Everybody wants a gentlemen's club. And one concierge said that a guest came up and said, "I want to go to the nearest shoe show." And the concierge said, "A trade show for shoes, a shoe store? Oh, I don't understand." And apparently, in the earlier part of the last century, that's what gentlemen clubs were called, shoe shows.
Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting.
Yeah, so off he went. Atlanta is teeming with such clubs. I've never been.
No, me neither. So, yeah, not my thing. But, oh my gosh, that's interesting. So
that's our May travel issue.
So what's coming up and what's new? What do you need for... What do you want from Atlanta for your magazine?
Well, always love story leads. If anyone is working on a fundraiser like the one that you just did, I'd love to know about it and help promote it in our calendar. Remember, we're a print magazine. Yay, print is alive and well. And so we're working 2 months out. So we're working on our June and July issues, men's issues, and then summer fun issues. Right. And we're going to talk about summer in Atlanta.
Yay.
Yeah.
I love it. I love patio. The patios are going to be opening soon, so we're going to be talking about that.
Patios.
Concerts.
concerts, great pools, great patios with
Beltline.
The Beltline is just
I love
popping.
it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Maybe we'll even do a little Beltline crawl.
Yay.
And hear what families do. Maybe special family picnics. Maybe we'll do something on picnics.
Right.
So always looking for good story ideas in Buckhead, Brookhaven, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, and Alpharetta.
Yay. Okay.
And
and how can they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me. They can go to buckhavenlifestyle.com, perimeternorthlifestyle.com, or alfredalifestylepubs.com, and find me, Sue Collins, or email me at scollins@lifestylepubs.com. And I'm always looking for story ideas. I'm always looking also for fabulous writers, stay-at-home moms, second career. Bring me your story ideas. We don't pay a lot, but we have a really good time.
Yay.
So I'd love to hear
it.
from writers, and especially Steph. We're going to get her on board and write some juicy, fun stories for us.
I can totally do it.
Good, maybe for our summer issue.
I can totally do reviews too.
Okay.
Because I have this vision of the over 40 crowd and
Nice.
what we love. So maybe we can talk about that.
We can talk about that over a cocktail.
Here we go. I'm trying to be on a diet.
Okay, we'll do something with soda water and fresh citrus.
Yay. Love it.
My friends over at 246 in Decatur do a great one.
Oh, I've
Give
been
them a
over
little
there.
love. Oh,
Yes,
they're fantastic.
yes.
It's one of my faves.
Yay.
It's not in our readership, sorry, but it's a great spot.
Yeah, it is. It is. Maybe do they have something already going on over there in Decatur? Is that what it is?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
So that's a
There we
big,
go.
wide open market. Oh, we're also always looking for great ad salespeople. So if you are a great salesperson, maybe want to work from home, maybe want to work part-time, and come help us build our magazines by developing relationships with advertisers, we would love to have you.
Yeah. And ask them too if they want to sponsor the Just Steph show while you're at it.
2 for 1. We got banner ads. We got whatever you want. We got links. We got collaborations.
One quick question before we go to our break is you mentioned the print, and there's a lot of people that are sort of either against the print or they like the online. My age group, I like to have paper. I like it. I mean, I'll look at stuff online. I definitely do. But if I want to, write on it or, make notes or something, I like to have the print. What are you seeing?
Well, we're very lucky. We've been getting great response from our readers. We take care to put beautiful images on the cover. The magazine arrives in mailboxes unsolicited, so they don't pick them up at Whole Foods and they don't subscribe. It arrives in their mailboxes, so we want to make sure there's a beautiful photo on the cover, and inside we want to make sure there's calendar items. I've had readers say, "Thank you so much for your calendar. I tear it out and I put it on my refrigerator." I mean, that's old school right there. But so I'm really glad to hear that still happens.
Right.
And we have people saying, "Thank you so much for printing the story about my son's school." Tore that out and sent it to my mother out in D.C. So people love having magazines with people that they know on their coffee table. So we're very lucky.
I still have my copy from.
Oh, good.
I still have
I gotta
mine.
get you to sign that.
Yeah, I still have it. So yeah.
But I think print journalism is alive, especially local print journalism.
Right, I think so too, and I think this demographic, that we're on the fence because so many of us aren't overly technological. We don't, and so we like to have the old school stuff, but we do a little bit. So we want to have a little bit of both. Like everybody's doing, all of us older folks are doing Facebook and all that, and the kids they're so done with Facebook.
That's old news.
Yeah, it's like so last week, Mom. So yeah. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're in ATL with JSB this weekend and Living Atlanta. This one is for Eric Deschamps and Rob Gustafson. Thanks for liking the JS page. Here we go, a little 80s throwback.
Go, Go's.
Okay, all right, so we're back, and of course, you wanted to know where to go this weekend, and you've been waiting for Living Atlanta. Okay, so, of course, before you head out this weekend, make sure you make a plan. Drink responsibly, drive responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Call designated driver, call Safe Ride, Uber, a cab, a friend, sleepover. Do whatever you have to do, but do not drink and drive. So please. And of course, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Steve DiFilippo from Davio's Atlanta, and of course Davio's Boston, for being my guest co-host last week, but also we hosted an event last week at Davio's, and we had David Cole from Band X, who I interviewed and talked about his hair, and he sang with Sly Stallone. No, it's not Sly and the Family Stone, and of course Dr. Ashraf for coming out and talking about what she's got going on in her practice. Billy Allen from The Whiskey Mistress, and Dr. Ken Anderson, and all of my friends and Linda Parshall's friends for coming out. And we gave away so many great gifts, and we benefited the Poland Syndrome Scholarship Fund. So thank you to Davio's.
So generous, so generous.
So,
I've found people in Atlanta are so generous with their time and their
great.
money and their gifts.
Yeah, it's really nice, and Davio's is a great place, and we had a lot of fun. I did my Periscope interviews, and we had a lot of fun. I'm going to put that up on YouTube soon.
Ooh, check it out.
As soon as I get my interns. Okay, so this weekend, what are you going to do this weekend?
Well, I am definitely going to hit up the Brookhaven Cherry Blossom Festival. That's happening in Blackburn Park on the 2nd. That'll be beautiful out there. Great family event. There's a pet parade. There's a 5K, and that's in Brookhaven. And also up in Sandy Springs, the Sandy Springs Society is working on a rhythm and brews.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Local bands, local beers.
I know Tony Levitas.
So that's going to be fun. That's April 2nd up in Sandy Springs. So, and then up at the Perimeter Mall on the 3rd, there's always Caffeine and Octane.
Oh, what's that?
Car shows. They're going to have about over 600 different cars, muscle cars, performance cars, and that's happening up at Perimeter Mall. So you can do some shopping and some checking out the old cars.
Well, tonight there's a book launch tonight at Red Martini. Liz Lazarus, she's it's her. I have her book. It's called Malice. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And
Talented local author.
Yes. She's lovely, and I've had lunch with her, and I may stop in there for a minute, and I've got to go to St. Regis. This is Deb Bowman's last evening at the St. Regis for a while, so we're going to do a big farewell bash for her.
Beautiful.
I don't know what I'm going to do Friday night. I haven't decided yet, so I'm kind of at a loss. But I'm figuring it out.
Well, the Atlanta Film Festival is launching on April 1st, and that's Friday night down at the Plaza Theater on Ponce, right downtown. So check that out, the Atlanta Film Festival. They've got a nice comprehensive web page with the listings of all the movies and all the films that they're previewing. I saw
that.
A lot of them are free.
Yay.
So that's fantastic, and there's actually a red carpet event tomorrow night.
That Ponce City Market, too, is...
Yeah, that's down the street.
Yeah,
that's down the street.
But I'm saying
you can hit them both up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But Saturday I have a wedding. There's lots of us Second Lifers have been getting married.
That's exciting.
So it's second marriages. So I have a wedding Saturday night. This is the first wedding that I'm going to, of this kind of group. So
no, you better take your tissue because you're going to cry.
Oh my gosh! I know. Well, it's exciting. So I'm excited to do that. And then Sunday, I am co-hosting karaoke at G's with Vanessa Hunley. I'll be out there. I have some giveaways and some fun stuff to do out there. We're going to be singing and having a good time at G's in Midtown. So, and then Monday I'll probably be. I'm going to try and get to the Coach on the Square. So, okay, so what's going on this weekend? Deb Bowman, this is what she's got going on. Tonight she is this is Time to Say Goodbye to the St. Regis, and she is going to be there tonight from 6 to 10 with Jacob Deaton. And she says, come sit in with us if you like as well. Does that mean I can sing with you, Deb? You know how that goes. Should I bring my tambourine? I usually do at Hal's. Okay, so, and then Monday, the 4th, at 7:30, she's going to be at the Actors Express, and it's a benefit for the Actors Express, and it's be a cabaret Monday. And on Friday, April 8th, she has 2 shows at the Churchill Grounds, 9 and 11 p.m. It's the Swing of Spring, and it's next to the Fox Theater, and it's Dynamo Deb Bowman and the Big Love Band.
I've always wanted to go to Churchill Grounds. I'm going to meet you there.
Yeah, I'm going to probably go to that because I love her. Anyway, she's a dear friend of mine. And she's beautiful and very talented. She was just in Sweeney Todd.
Whoa.
So yeah, she's unbelievable. She's a cut above the rest. I'm just saying. So, she reminds me of like that age, like the Judy Garland age, where they wore the gowns and she has the jewels. Like,
she's the
like
whole
Marilyn,
package.
Like, yeah, she's just beautiful. Okay. So DJ Vanessa Hunley tonight is at G's for Musicology, and then Sunday Fun Day, she's there with me, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be singing. Dave Scott is at the Whiskey Mistress Tuesday through Thursday from 9 till 1, and I think it's Monday through Thursday, and then Friday he's at the Juke Joint from 5 to 7:30, and then Sunday late lunch at the Juke Joint 3:30 to 6:30. All weekend long at the Punchline, that's now at the Landmark Diner. It's Mark Vieira, but tonight the tickets are $25. The rest of the weekend is $20, but tonight it benefits the Special Olympics of Georgia. So if you're going to go there, spend a little $5 extra and go to the Punchline at the Landmark Diner and see Mark Vieira. Okay, so tonight there is a high-end single malt tasting at the Landmark Diner as well, and it's $60, and you get food and you get to taste all these single malt whiskeys. So it looks like it's be a lot of fun, and it's right there, of course, across the street from Johnny's Hideaway and Hal's, and so it's right there. And that is at, what time is that at? 7 p.m. Now, this is a big one. The Atlanta Bar Crawls from 8 to 11 p.m. tonight. It's the Bourbon Bar Stroll, okay? And it starts at the Public Draft House. And you have food, and you get to have different bourbons.
Yum.
They match them up.
Ooh, my sister would love that.
Yeah, and then you head over to Proof and Provisions and enjoy a unique Four Roses bourbon cocktail to cap off the night. So the tickets include food and the bourbons.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and of course you have to be 21. And they only have 10 tickets left.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So
where do you get the tickets?
And you get the tickets, go to AtlantaBarCrawls.com.
Perfect.
But it's also on Facebook. They're all over Facebook. So you can Google this. And it would be the Bourbon Bar Stroll. It's very easy put on by the Atlanta Bar Crawls.
And that's an in-town event.
Yes. Yes, it's at the Public Draft House. So, yeah, that's in town. And, of course, tonight at DBA Barbecue is adult trivia at 8 o'clock. That's in the Highlands. So that can be fun.
Virginia Island.
That can be fun. And 37 Main in Johns Creek has the dueling pianos, the Andrews Brothers, and in Beaufort it's karaoke. So, and tonight at Venkman's, now we saw this with Alex. He's going to see his friend there. It's Alex Guthrie and the Pussy Willows at 8:30 p.m. and it's $8. So Friday night at Cosmopolitan Live in Marietta, it's the Francisco Vidal Band. That's my friend Johnny Esposito.
Oh, nice.
You know Johnny?
No.
His dad was Johnny of the original Johnny from Johnny's Hideaway.
Wow.
So, yeah,
history.
and Johnny was once part of the Buckhead Tavern.
Okay.
And so
a lot of Atlanta history.
Yes, he's a hospitality veteran. So
I bet he's got some stories to tell.
Oh, yeah. and then tonight at Red Sky Tapas and Bar in East Cobb is the Dueling Pianos. Venkman's on Friday night is the David Mayfield Parade. Now, at 37 Main in Beaufort, it's Mad Margaret, and it's 80s rock. And here's the deal: 37 Main in Johns Creek is Yacht Rock Schooner. Don't miss them; they're so good,
They're a favorite.
But here's one of my picks for the weekend. It's the Angie Lynn Carter Band. Is going to be at the Hedges in Athens at 10 p.m. on Friday night. They got a really cute drummer. Anyway, At the Whiskey Mistress this weekend, it's their new Mistress Band featuring Rick Seymour, and there's no cover before 9 o'clock, and it's all live music, and then I think they get a little DJ late night, like midnight, and they have food, and Billy Allen always jumps up on stage and sings a few. And, but, no more, you don't need to wear a jacket, but please, proper dress, do not embarrass me or you. Saturday is Bottomless Mimosa Brunch at Venkman's, and it's Dusty's Ragtime Piano and Silent Movies. And they have an early show, like around 7 o'clock, and it's acoustic Weezer with Braxton O'Neill. And their later show is Nameless, Live and Loud.
Venkman's going on.
Yeah, I love Venkman's. It's so good. The food's good there. Now, this is, I think, this is the Beltline Boil, and that's Saturday at the historic 4th Ward Skate Park. And they're having food and drinks, and there's all kinds of stuff, and music, live music, and it's from 11 to 7 p.m. So that looks like a lot of fun.
Perfect. You could probably bring your dogs and bring your strollers and bring your kids. You could probably could ride your bike down there.
I wish I could. I wish I was on the Beltline. So a portion of each ticket sold benefits improvement programs for City of Atlanta Parks and the Atlanta Beltline Partnerships Light the Line.
Right, they're looking to light it up because it is dead pitch dark down there.
And Red Sky in East Cobb is going to do dueling pianos Friday and Saturday night. Now this is fun. Who doesn't love, I just played the Go-Go's. Belinda Carlisle is, I'm from Boston, with special guest Gabe Lopez is at Center Stage Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
Oh, my husband's in love with her.
You're mad about me, babe. Right?
That's the one.
So 37 Main at 9 o'clock is Hot Flash. Sounds like me. 80s, not really, but 80s pop and rock. And then, of course, in Johns Creek is Slippery When Wet, and that's the Bon Jovi tribute band. And they're at 10 o'clock. Whiskey Mistress is the same on Saturday night. Lots of fun. Billy Allen, food, live music, and dressing nicely, of course. Sundays at Venkman's is Bottomless Mimosa Brunch with Matthew Kaminsky Trio. And Sunday brunch at Davio's is super fun.
We love Davio's.
Oh,
they always do such a nice job. Everything they bring out of the kitchen is delicious.
They have a new menu, a new spring menu. You got to look that up. I looked at it. They have a new spring menu, but their brunch is excellent.
Fantastic.
And DBA Barbecue in the Highlands has a nice brunch, and they got some award. And, of course, Ray's Rio Bravo, which is right by me, has a nice... Now, this one is good for the kids because, like, my kids could eat, like, it's reasonably priced, food is good, and it's all-you-can-eat buffet.
Perfect.
Like, it's perfect for my kids.
Teenage boys.
Yeah, they love it.
Heaven.
So this weekend from 3 to 6 at Rocky Mountain Pizza is a beer pong tournament.
Whoa,
So
I'm transported back to the frat basement
So if
college.
you want to do that, if you want to go back, you want to relive your frat years or whatever. So, and then maybe if the girls want to go and wear their Daisy Dukes by the watch.
Yeah, we'll be pushing them into the street.
There's a putt-putt tourney at Pond City Market at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And
they just opened that up on the rooftop there.
Oh, did they? Okay. So, see, this is why you're here. You're filling in the blanks. Thank God. So
it's very cool up there, and I would go now because if you want to go in July, you'll be roasting your booty off.
Yeah, no kidding. And Saturday is going to be a nicer day. The next couple of days is going to rain. So, and also St. Cecilia this weekend on Sunday, they are getting together with the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, and it's Chihuly in the Garden, and they're
beautiful glass sculpture, gorgeous.
It's going to be at the Pinnacle Building where St. Cecilia is, and they're going to have some food out there at 6 o'clock. And then they also have on Sundays at St. Cecilia, bring the whole family. It's like the Sunday table, and they have like pasta and antipasto, and it's $35 a person.
That's not bad.
And you can, you get the whole thing, the whole family style dinner with pasta and an entree and dessert.
Oh, I am in.
Yeah, and the General Muir also has a Sunday night spaghetti dinner with the old-fashioned spaghetti.
And that's up at Emery Point, and there's a couple really nice shops up there, and it's easy to park up at Emery Point. So that's a real nice in-town destination.
Yeah, so they have everything. It's from 5:30 to 9, and that's kind of a nice thing to do with your family, like that in St. Cecilia. If you're, you want to do something on a Sunday night.
And you'd like the General Muir. It looks like an old Italian New York City
I know.
deli.
I haven't been there yet. It's on my list.
Yep.
And Sunday night at Johnny's is Band X, my favorite. Hey, David. And ongoing, Cecilia has a new 5-course pasta tasting. So it's $55 a person.
I think there's a theme here.
Yeah, I know. It's gluten-free pasta is available. Now, Mondays at 37 Main is music trivia. Johnny's has team trivia. A bunch of my friends, they won. They did team trivia. I'm not good. I can only do throwback trivia. I'm not good. And then, of course, is Wednesday night is ladies' night at Johnny's. Davio's on Mondays is Prime Rib Mondays and half-price bottles of wine. They have half-price apps at the bar Monday through Friday. Tuesday at Venkman's is Joe Granson Jazz, and they have happy hour. Zeal and East Cobb has half-price oysters. Wednesdays at Venkman's is Chicken Pickin'. They do all kinds of different chicken, and they always have music.
Live music.
Right. And Zeal in East Cobb is Wine Down Wednesday on Wednesdays. Now, this is my pick for the weekend.
All right.
It's raining. It's going to be raining Thursday and Friday, 80 to 90% chance of rain.
Okay.
And Saturday and Sunday is sunny, but a bit cooler. Highs in the high 60s. So not too much patio unless it's covered. So overall, I think everyone needs to go see Deb at the St. Regis tonight and get to Whiskey Mistress at least one time of the weekend and Band X at Johnny's on Sunday night. So I like the energy at Davio's. I don't know for singles. I'm not sure if it's a potential place to meet up with people, but it's definitely a great energy there. Now, for the singles, I would head to the Beltline Boil till 7 on Saturday and then hang in the Old Fourth Ward and the Pond City Market for drinks, end up at Venkman's for music. If you're attached, if I had my way, Barcelona for tapas, then Hal's for drinks and the piano with Steve, and then top it off with late night dancing and nibbles at Whiskey Mistress.
Fun date you are.
Yeah, I'm super fun. I can't say what I'm going to say, but So if you're OTP, the Angeline Carter Band is in Athens on Friday night at the Hedges, and for Saturday, 37 Main and Buford for Hot Flash 80s Band. Looking ahead, 4/7, the Big Catch Patio opening party on April 8th. Electric Ave plays Bowie at Park Tavern. And the same night, Black and Black AC/DC tribute at Cosmopolitan. On the 10th, the Gypsy Kitchen is the Bask in the Sun launch party on their patio.
Oh, at Shops at Buckhead.
Yes, and then the 18th is Networking Over 40, and they're doing it at Team Building with Taste. So you get to cook together. That wouldn't be good for me. I'm the boss in the kitchen.
There's no team
right.
in Steph's kitchen.
No, there's no I in team. And that's all about me. But anyway, so spring, and St. Cecilia starting on the 18th is doing a spring vegetarian menu. So get ready. The rooftops and patios is going to be opening. I'm going to have all that information for you and your summer concert schedule coming out. And this is a big shout out to my Boston Peeps birthday, Lovey Rivera and Camille Donnelly-Corain. We have coming up Stephanie Fisher, Tim Andrews, Barbara English, and Dr. Ken and Dave Scott will be coming up. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and JustSteph.com. Stay tuned. Living Atlanta will be out on the streets and hitting the streets and bringing you all of Just Steph's favorite places in Atlanta to meet old and new friends. Know I love you all. And Sue, once again, how can we get in touch with you?
S. Collins at lifestylepubs.com.
Yay, thanks. Will you come back?
I would love to.
Yay.
And Atlanta, do you know how lucky you are to have Just Steph on your side? Very lucky.
See, Jasmine knows. All right, so know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Love you.
Bye-bye.